Hey everyone, I'm out here in Moorestown, New Jersey, and I'm here at Dollar Tree. It's part of this shopping center that's almost completely abandoned. You have just one business called Posh Nail Spa that's open in this strip here that I can tell. Everything else is closed. And then behind me you have the Marshalls and Home Goods, which is an old Corvettes and was also a Kmart. You may have seen that video. But I wanted to check out the Dollar Tree because you rarely see abandoned Dollar Trees. I know I filmed a few over the years, although they've been very far and few between. And I know they've been having financial issues lately too, with Family Dollar and them splitting ways and all of that. It's very confusing. But yeah, you don't see too many abandoned Dollar Trees, so I thought I would stop here and check that out and perhaps check out some of these other businesses here in this shopping center. So why don't you come along with me? Let's go ahead and hop out of the car and do that. There you have it. There's your abandoned Dollar Tree. This closed a couple of years ago. This actually closed right before the entire $1.25 thing, even though you can see they painted or tried to paint over the parts where it said everything's $1, because that's not true anymore. Everything's $1.25 or more now. But I still love that store. It's one of the few stores that still goes with the old bold uppercase font, not like everything today being all wimpy and lowercase. And yeah, I like Dollar Tree though, and I'm going to be doing some videos there again soon. Halloween ones, maybe DVD hunt videos again. It's been a long time since I've done them. See what movies they have, what cheesy, corny movies that Mystery Science Theater 3000 or Riff Tracks could do, you know? Anyway, there's a look inside a Dollar Tree. The deals are crazy here. Didn't look like a bad location either. You can see where the registers were right here on the left. Wonder what that said. Is that a picture, or did they have like something in there that was like paperwork? Like this other doorway here. I guess maybe at one point it was a different store and they blew out this wall to have it, or it was an access for the office, which is right there. Employee entrance maybe. I don't know. The handles were gone from the outside. Maybe it was a fire exit. They turned it into that. I don't know. An old Dollar Tree. Yeah, and you go down this whole strip plaza here. There's nothing here except for the nail salon and a bike lock on the handle there for the handicap ramp. You can see they took a razor to scrape off the Dollar logo off the glass, and other ones they just spray painted. Yep. You can see they just spray painted these ones here. And this dollar store went all the way down here, even though the wall was right over here. This was probably stock room area here. That's why it's all masked off. Oh, my shoe's untied. Better do something about that. Okay, now that we got that fixed, we can continue on with the video. I'm now done with the Dollar Tree, and I'm actually working my way past that to the other places in this shopping center. Here's the one lone business still open. But other than that, everything else is closed, like this place here. So let's take a look in there too and see what we find. Eyeglasses, all prescriptions honored. Yeah, no, they're not. Okay, moving on. Please use other door. I don't know what any of these things were. That's the fun thing about shopping centers, is you don't know exactly what was what, especially when they're all gutted like this. I can understand that they probably want to try and get new tenants in, but it's just not going to happen. It's the same store. And clearly they've been, this one, books, Bibles, cards, jewelry. What is it? CLC Christian Book Center, gifts, music. Okay, so we know what this one was. Now it's just a shell. It's making it easy when they're just open holes like this. You can just see in there and move on because there's nothing there. DVDs. Kids. I have a feeling down at the end it was a grocery store or something. This one has construction lights that look relatively new. A again, just a shell of its former self. That's the thing, if you want to get anything in here, too, they got to do extensive work to the insides of these stores, but for all we know, they could have been in bad shape inside, had mold, roof leaks, you name it. Or the plan is to eventually knock down this place. Now, if I take a step back out here, that's the Pep Boys that I did. That's the Moorestown Mall right across the street. And then the Kmart up there. That was the old Corvettes. And there's Marshalls and Home Goods in there. It's this here that I'm wondering what these were. Playability guarantee, trade-ins welcome, expert club fitting, low price guarantee. What was that though? I can't. Golf something. Golf Smile? Or, oh, Golf Smith. Golf Smith? I don't know what this one said. Okay, that definitely said Golf Smith. And something underneath of it. This here. Oh gosh, I'll never be able to read that. I have no clue. Yeah, I can't make that one out. The something. I can't make that out. Yeah, it's all part of this almost completely abandoned shopping center here. Anyway, let's take a look. We'll have to go look through the... Jeez. This is how observant I am. It says Golfsmith right on the door. I was looking up at this, and it says it right there. Stupid. Empty. Wow, that was a big store in there, too. I almost wonder if this was like a grocery store here on the end. There you go, better view. Like, did this start off as a grocery store? Was it another department store? What? Because I don't know. This here. Windows are filthy. Store closed. Please visit our Deptford location. Yeah, but what was it? The paper says on the corner, but I can't read it. The Tile Shop. Oh, okay. I thought the first part of the logo looked familiar, but I just had no idea. I could see it on that paper there. I know it's hard to see it on the camera, but yeah, the Tile Shop. Yeah, that rings a bell now. I like how every one of these has these orthographic stickers on them. Like, I guess for like new businesses that plan on moving in, which they won't. I mean, if Dollar Tree left, come on, it's not going to happen. Take one more look in here. Yeah, when Dollar Tree leaves for a newer store up the road, you know you're in trouble, so. And I've seen that many times. And other times I've seen where they move because, or they close up because they just don't want to be in the area anymore for various reasons. Now with the threat of rain, I'm going to hop back in the car and drive around the back to show you the back of this whole shopping center. But yeah, when Dollar Tree moves out of a location for a new store up the road, it's either because the building's in such bad shape or they want to have more room or a bigger place, you know, to be able to sell more things. Or they're just getting out of that area. Like, that was the case with one I filmed in the Columbus area of Ohio. It was in an old Rite Aid or Walgreens or whatever, and they closed that up. And I'm like, holy cow, you don't see that. They just closed up ship, and that was it. So, anyway, I'm going to hop in the car, take you around the back of the store, because I don't want to get caught around there if the skies decide to open up. We had some wicked storms come through last night, and the threat of rain is still there, so we'll hop in the car and do that. Okay, let's go around at the back of the building here. We couldn't go around the back of the Corvettes because the trailer literally went to the woods. the tile shop. Yep, that solidified it on that door too. Guess that was a garbage chute area there. You see that patch of bricks that's lighter in color. Sprinkler room, the tile shop. I questioned what this was before it was this. And Golfsmith. It was clearly a grocery store or another department store back in the day, which was a Wednesday, in case you didn't know. A little nostalgia there. International Buffet. I love that these doors have what the businesses are listed on them. That was International Buffet, is what that one says. Yep, that was a garage door. So this was one bigger store at one point. Christian Book Center, which we knew about. Peggy Joe's, whatever that used to be. And then this was Angelina Eye Center. World Spa now it's Posh now, and then Dollar Tree. This place is rough. Watch out stepping out of that door. It's a hefty drop. And this up here is the Corvettes. So, yeah, I guess that'll wrap up the video. At least we got to do it. Thank you to everybody that recommends places to me. I can't always get to them, but when I can, I try my best. So, thank you. I appreciate you all for that and for your help. It goes a long way. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you all watching the video. Thank you for helping support the channel, regardless of how you do that. I really appreciate all of your help, more than you realize. You make videos like this possible, and for everybody that recommends places like this, like I had mentioned just a moment ago, thank you, because, you know, a lot of times I don't know where I'm going. I just drive around until I find something, because I'm always looking for content that I enjoy putting together, and this is one of those things. I got to do 3 videos here. I mean, so thank you all for what you do, and, you know, I try very hard. You know, I work a full-time job. I'm coming out here to take care of Fuzz and spend quality time with her while this whole move thing is in progress, and with everything that was going on with my car here. It's been a rough month and a half, but things are starting to look up. But, you know, we're just focusing on her health when it's necessary, and, you know, when she's okay and I'm good to go, we can do whatever, like this. So she's at home doing some things around the house she needed to get done, and she said, go out and film this stuff since I saw it. And she's like, I know I need to concentrate on this, so you can go out and film that. So it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and we both win and get what we need done. And I get to see these cool new places, even though you don't want to see abandoned places because people aren't working there. But with the mall across the street and all these other businesses here, there's a lot here. So anyway, with that said, I'm going to wrap up this video now. I appreciate y'all watching. If you enjoyed, hit that thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel for more content. And I will see you next time, wherever that may be. Take care and stay awesome, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
I have an urgent message from Lord Helmet. He's lost the princess.
Where?
Somewhere in the sands of Vega.
Tell him to comb the desert, do you hear me? Comb the desert!
Yes, sir.
Sir,
What?
are we being too literal?
No, you fool. We're following orders. We were told to comb the desert, so we're combing it.
Found anything yet? Nothing yet, sir. How about you?
Not a thing, sir!
What about you guys?
We ain't found several creatures. Our world needs you. The time is now. Let us team up. Let us power up. And maybe even blow up and stink up.
Bad world.
Like it's Odyssey rated D for teens.
Stupid bloody bag, never get the bloody
Hey, Dad?
thing. No, I'm just
But we really want to show you
I've got
something.
something to do, I'm trying to get
You really should see this.
What is it then? What is it?
These aren't Pepsis. They're Pepsi Twists.
You're a bunch of bloody magicians.
We're not the Osborns.
You're not?
We're the Osmonds.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
Sharon, the kids have turned into the husbands.
Oh, they're there, dear. Go back to sleep.
Like twists? Pepsi Twist and Diet Pepsi Twist. It's a twist on a great thing.
Hi everyone, I'm out here in Moorestown, New Jersey, and I'm at Kmart. This Kmart closed up it was either late 2017 or early 2018 when the company was filing for bankruptcy. Sears Holdings at the time had announced bankruptcy and started closing lots and lots of stores. They had massive waves of store closures at this time, but it was still at the time period where they still had hundreds and hundreds of stores around the country. And I mean, this would be the fatal blow for it, really, and start really reducing the number of Kmart stores around the nation. For this one, this was actually an old Corvettes department store. I was able to find a picture online to show you the comparison of the two. And, well, thought it would be cool to check this one out. I know a few people have recommended it to me, and I know a few people have filmed this, like Sleeve did it, and JD3, and a couple others that live out here. And I'm sure at some point, since this is going to be a home base, most likely, that we'll run into each other and maybe get to do a couple of videos together, whatever. That would be fun. I would like that. So, but anyway, yeah, this was a Kmart that closed right as Sears Holdings was announcing bankruptcy, and their own Eddie Lampert would save the day, Fast Eddie to the rescue, when he would form Transform Co. to buy it. So it's like they filed for bankruptcy, but then he bought it again, and just the world's longest liquidation sale really kicked off here. I mean, it was going on for years, since like 2012, 2011. They started it, and they would close stores here and there. And 2018 is when it really took a nosedive, and they really started to tank. And this was one of those first waves of stores to go. You know, they were a department store like Walmart, Target, if you're not familiar with Kmart. And they just never got it right. You know, Eddie, the CEO of the company, I'd call him Fast Eddie, Eddie Lampert, the CEO of the company, never really wanted to invest in stores. For the ones that he did invest in, several of them being out in New Jersey that I filmed, actually, they looked great with the updated signage, the new paint. You know, unpopular opinion, some of the ones I did that had the red, the orange, and the brown paint in there with the updated logo and signage, they look nice. I liked it versus these ones that were left in the 90s. And in today's society, if you want to compete with places like Target and Walmart, you have to be willing to update your stores and lower prices. But, you know, people would go elsewhere, and Kmart would raise their prices, and the quality went downhill, and people stopped going. And then Kmart continued to raise their prices because they're losing so much money, and you can see how this just snowballs and gets worse. But as for this one, it's a very unique looking location. I love the stone walls on this building. Now, I imagine when this was Corvettes, it took over the entire building. Kmart only had a certain portion of it, with the Home Goods and Marshalls taking over the other half of the building. And if you know anything about them, they're actually under the same umbrella from TJ Maxx. So Home Goods and Marshalls are basically the same company, two different stores with slightly different products, but for the most part, you'll see similar products in each store. So I can imagine there's a TJ Maxx around here somewhere. But anyway, I've been rambling for a while. Let's get out of the car and look at Kmart out here in Moorestown and see how it looks. It's pretty unique. There you go. There's your Kmart. Like I said, with the stone walls. Love that architecture to it. Buildings don't have design like this anymore. They're boring. Kind of like that. Not that it's bad, but I mean kind of like that. But yeah, originally a Corvettes department store, which was local out this way. This isn't the first Kmart that I've filmed that was a Corvettes. I did a video several years ago at the West Orange location that was a Corvettes, and then it became a Caldor, which was also another local based department store, and then Kmart. This sported the Kmart, the big Kmart logo right here with the swoosh, big K. And it's been closed since 2018. And just looking at the doors from where I'm at, it looks pretty rough. I can smell the, I don't know what it is about Home Goods and Marshalls, but they have that distinct smell to it, and I can smell it from over here. Not like a musty odor, but like when you walk into one of those stores like Marshalls, TJ Maxx, or Home Goods, that's what it smells like in there. It's weird. You can see the wall they put up for when they subdivided the building. Can't believe they gutted it out the way they did, though, too. It's completely empty in there. They have some construction lights hanging in there, but not much. I see a hole up in the ceiling because the roof hatch is open back there. That's what I was saying about the construction lights they have hanging from the ceiling. Sorry, the focus isn't very good. The light glare is pretty rough. Just a shell of its former self. I never did get to go into this location, but that's how it looks, and they got that padlock pull. A shame. With Marshalls and Home Goods being down there, look, they even have the sign on their shopping carts. They even just put both of them on there. I mean, why not? They go to both stores. So, but with them being open, we're going to walk this way to look at this place. You had these cool lights under here. They're all on, too. Wow, I'm kind of surprised. The ceiling tile out here, outside. Guess this was a shopping cart return area, maybe. Or a place to lock up a bicycle. But I love this architecture. You don't see this in buildings today. The stone walls. My grandfather actually did something like this in his house long before I was born, in Millville, Pennsylvania. You guys might be familiar with that from videos I've done in the past. We have a creek that runs through the town, which has flooded us a few times over the years. But long ago, he and my uncle, my belated uncle, they would go down there and hoist rocks up out of the creek to build the wall that he built in the house, just like that, to separate the dining room from the kitchen. Very unique and not something like I've never seen anywhere else. Now I'm heading over here towards the garden center, and this actually featured the old garden center signage for the longest time, from like the 60s, 70s, 80s era. And you can see it's just this. But I love that stone wall architecture. Here you go. Yeah, this was the Kmart Garden Center in here. And I assume at one point maybe an auto center was in here as well. Somebody lost a shoe again. What is with people losing shoes out here? That's 2 days in a row. We'll take a peek through that little hole right there. Boarded up the broken window. See what we find. It's pitch black. I can't see a thing in there. Holy smokes. It's very dark in there. Even my eyes couldn't adjust to it quickly enough. This is a unique looking place. Oh yeah, here's some more broken windows. Gotta watch so I don't cut myself on the glass. Yeah, this though. It just stops there. Look at the fans out here. This is probably where the garden center was. This is cool. I like this. Anyway, let's continue. Somebody's in an awful hurry. So I kind of waited. There was a guy back here messing around with like stuff in his car, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and chill back here for a minute. Don't know what he was up to. Yeah, I guess this was the garden center entrance there, because you have the handicap button there to open the door. It's all boarded up, so we can't go inside. This, I know like the fence is gone, so it doesn't matter, but like that, the gate there. If walls could talk, what would they say? I would love to know how this place looked in its heyday. From the early days of this being a Kmart, all the way back to this originally being Corvettes. It's been a long time since I've done a Kmart video, wouldn't you say? They're all but gone by me now in western Pennsylvania. Out here in Jersey, a few still remain. Though not many, a few of them still do remain. They're getting scarce though. They are getting scarce. Wonder what that's set up there. Almost like I can see the Kmart logo. Kmart, oh yeah, the old signage. I don't know if you could see it on camera, but that's the old font. I can see the T and the R and the A, the M. I don't know, I guess the K was right here. The K was probably right here, but yeah, I see the little Mart side. The old font coming through. That's cool. I was going to walk back here, but with the threat of rain looming, I figured I'll just drive back here instead, because it started to rain just a smidge when I was walking around, so I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and get in the car just in case. And as you can see, I can't get around there with that truck. But yeah, we're behind the Kmart now. It's the old garage doors. The door that still says Kmart on it. You know, I miss that store. There aren't any left in the United States now, other than a hybrid one in Florida, assuming that one's still open in Miami area. They were their own building, leased out 95% of the building to At Home, which is also having financial problems. And Kmart shrunk down to just the garden center, because I guess there was some stupid lease agreement that they had to stay there. So that's how they got away with it. Need an ottoman. But yeah, so apparently that's how they got away with it, and they're just in the garden center. So it's not even Kmart. It's just like a dollar store, basically, but with overpriced crap. The Guam Kmart does wonders. I doubt I'll ever get to go there, but imagine if I could one day. That would be pretty cool. But anyway, I'm glad we got to check this one out. Many thanks for people recommending new places for me to see. And I heard that there was a lot of stuff here near Moorestown Mall and just South Jersey in general. And, well, if I'm going to call this home, the possibilities are endless now with all the places over here I'd never got to go to in the past. So stay tuned. It could be really exciting. Really, really exciting. But at the same time, I have to take care of Fuzz, who has MS. So obviously she'll always come first. But anytime we can come out and film videos, you know darn well we will. Yeah, you know, it's really cool to have this new chapter about to start. And, you know, I'm really excited. You know, all the new places I get to see now. And when the weather's like this, when it's cooled down enough, Fuzz can come out and be with me while she still can. You know, MS is not a fun disease at all, what it does. I've seen it, you know, lower the quality of her life. You know, from the time we first met, she could still run and jump and everything just fine, and now she gets around with a rollator and oftentimes needs her wheelchair when we go out. So that's just what MS does. But when it's cooled down enough, we can come out and do videos whenever she wants to. No pressure. She's just focusing on her health right now. That's why her channel's not up. She wanted to focus on that and take priority on that. So I respect her for that. And don't worry, she'll be back. But anyway, this is going to be exciting to start this new chapter and see all these new things out here. And when she can join me, great. If I do it alone, no big deal. I'm used to it. And I know when I head home, she'll be there waiting for me. So anyway, I thank you all for joining me today and checking out this Kmart with me. It's former Corvettes. And, well, if there are any photos from the inside of this place, from when it was open, I'll be sure to include those at the end of the video. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Until we meet again, take care and stay awesome, everyone. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.